solution in this world. It's just, why? Why would you want to come back to this bombing?
Malachi 1:4. It says, whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and rebuild the desolate places.
Right, so Esau's going to say that, hey, we need to make more business again. And they think this is not going to be inhabitable. Or no, so like, they're going to think they rebuild this place when this place is destroyed. Or not even when this place is destroyed. They're trying to do that now. When the stock market crashed, people was trying to rebuild this place even then. And guess what? It's crumbling even more than it was before. We see that happening.
Yep. And that actually started in I think the 30s.
Right.
The great stock market crash.
And we see where that got us.
Yeah,
right.
What's his, Roosevelt? I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Was it Teddy?
Yeah, Teddy.
He said, basically, you made a great mistake with that U.S. Treasury and all that.
You saw Theodore.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Oh,
yeah.
That's Teddy for sure.
Teddy.
Yeah.
But guess what? The Lord's saying that you ain't gonna rebuild this place. We're gonna let you watch you destroy your own place while you're trying to rebuild it. Cause we can see it. There was, I forgot where it was. I think it was in Massachusetts, where they was trying to rebuild the road, and I think 3 weeks later, a crater happened. The same spot they went to rebuild, it was a big pothole there. When they went to rebuild it, next thing you know, it's a big crater right there. So cars falling into it, people dying left and right into it. You actually destroying what you try to create an empire.
That goes to the scripture, they shall build, but I will throw down.
Yeah, we just read that.
That was coming out of building up from Rome.
Oh, okay.
Rebuilding America for Rome. This ain't nothing but Rome, you know?
Yep.
And when you read the history of Rome, before it fell, their streets start going bad, man. They had technology back then.
Yep, the aqueduct system.
Yep.
The whole infrastructure started falling.
They start falling apart. That water running under there, eroding away. Like that, people, they take that water for granted.
Yeah.
That water ain't no joke. That's literally eroding the streets.
Yeah. Hey, when it rain, where you think all that water ain't running off to the ocean?
Yep.
Some of it settled down under all this concrete.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's going to create a pocket where it's just going to be a huge sinkhole.
Yeah, because with concrete, it's just not rock. You already have pollution in those rocks, like chemicals. You got more chemicals than anything in this rock. Then you got more chemicals, which is actually different from the ones in the rock. You just creating it on the ground when it rains.
And when it rains, yeah, like you said, when it rains, it just sit there, you know. But notice that no sinkholes ever spawn on dirt.
Nope.
Because the earth absorbs that.
Yeah, the earth they have what is called landslides.
Yeah.
Like you'll see a highway system with a hill.
Yep. And it'll come down. Something like that happened in China.
Yeah, because that's what I was wanting to with the sinkhole.
Yep.
There was literally no ground there until it was at the bottom, and at the bottom was a pipeline.
Right.
And the cars that was flying, that was falling into it, was hitting the pipeline.
Right.
And that's where the dirt was at. So you mean to tell me you had nothing but concrete from up here to all the way down here, and then that's dirt right there.
Well, they got underground tunnels and all that stuff.
It's cave in.
Yeah.
Yep.
They cave in too.
Yeah,
Get Isaiah 14 and I think 10. Yeah, read Isaiah 14 and 10. I'll break this down.
Okay.
Well, you might be able to, you know. Go ahead, read it. Because America's keep speaking.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
America's falling, man.
As we see it right in front of our face.
Yeah, this is Isaiah 14 and 10. It says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Well,
Art thou become like unto us?
well. Go ahead.
Keep going, verse 11.
Go to 9.
Okay. It says, help from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming.
Yep.
it stirreth up the dead from thee.
Yeah, what you're gonna start seeing is Esau's power structure. When you read that whole chapter, Esau's power structure, his whole system is falling. Go ahead.
Oh. They have raised. Oh, Salaki. Skip. It says even all the chief ones of the earth.
Right.
It have raised up from their thrones.
And this is an example of America falling. Of Sodom of Egypt, you know? Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, no, got it. It says all the kings of the earth, until like all the kings of the nations.
Go ahead.
And all they, this is verse 10, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we?
Yeah, that's going into these other countries. They're gonna be like, man, America ain't shit. Who the hell are these guys?
Right.
We now see.
Over there.
Huh?
Spin the camera. We look at our man. Look at our man, bro. We
Looking at a bunch of women now, man. That's all you looking at. They worse than the woman. Yeah. They're switched more than they're women.
Yeah. I mean, that's literally all you look at. That's all you see.
That's what we're reading. I know, I saw it.
No, I'm talking.
Oh, crossing the street.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Crazy. No
You got a whole country of this, man. You think we gonna be respected, man? We the laughing stock everywhere, man.
Yeah. Look how we made these niggas, but the Lord did it.
Yeah, come on.
All right, keep reading out.
It says, art thou become like unto us? Right, keep going, verse 11. It says, thy pomp is brought down to the grave,
Go ahead.
and the noise of thy what's that? Vials. Okay. The worm is spread under thee.
That's
okay.
your. Read it again, man. Just kind of take your time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I went. Okay. All
Read
right.
it again. Read that 11th verse.
All right, come on. Thy pomp is brought down to the grave,
Right.
and the noise of thy vials. The worm is spread under thee.
Right. What's that mean by the worm spread under thee? That's the decay of America's infrastructure.
We just was talking about.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whenever something dies, like your body, you get worms
Yeah.
to help clean up,
It eats it up.
eats it up.
Yeah.
You know?
And think about all these underground subway systems and tunnels that's not even being used.
Right.
That's going to eventually decay and
Right.
create another,
More problems.
more problems.
And that's why we get these diseases, asthma, all that dust when they digging up the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That shit is in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
You can't see it.
And the pipes too, because the
Yeah.
water
Yep.
pipes down in the ground.
Yeah.
How Lord knows they start off with small cracks.
Yeah.
And small cracks lead to big cracks.
Yep.
All
That's-
it takes is a little bit to poison
Right.
the system.
That's why you need more in the healthcare system. You need more and more of these outpatient clinics.
Yeah.
You know?
People coming in by the dozens
Yep.
and the tons, and they forever working on these streets,
Yep.
like constantly. So it's more pollution. That's more pollution. Making all these chemicals.
Yep.
With the, what you call it? Black. The tile.
Yep. The
Yeah.
tar, the tile,
Yeah.
dust.
Yeah.
That's all we have around here. Pretty much dust, dust everywhere. That's why you got the chemtrails in the air.
The big abandoned buildings. You can't
Oh,
even
yeah.
you can't even go in there without a mask because they got like mold and asbestos and shit. You know? You telling me the earth ain't polluted?
You can tell it's polluted because you go Salaki, you can wash your car and go in the house for 2 hours and come back out. You got all kind of pollen and other
debris.
dust on there. Yeah.
And the reason, like earlier this year, they had a real big pollen problem. You're never really supposed to have that much of a pollen build up because the bees, are dying off and they're not pollinating. They're not pollinating the flowers like that. So what they say, I forgot how many years they say this earth could survive without bees or insects that pollinate. You know that it don't take long for us to die off of that. That's part of the ecosystem that's getting torn.
I'm done with that.
Okay.
Y'all get ready to switch.
Okay. You got no scripture.
Yeah.
Ecclesiastes, what was that?
In Monsanto, they just passed the what you was saying. They just passed a law stating that
Not walk by yourself.
a chemical they was using to put on the plants, it was banned in Europe, but they let it pass over here.
Yeah.
So this place is a
Oh, you
mess.
talking about that pesticide?
Yeah.
It was giving the cancer. I forgot the name of it. It was something that people was using it a whole lot. I forgot the name.
It's like, no, I'm about to say all of these foods got chemicals in it.
Yeah.
You know, if we was to be like let's say a professional athlete or something like that, we went to go take a piss test. Who knows what the heck might come up in our piss, man? Yeah. You know.
If they really look for it.
Yeah.
Because your body is still the Most High made your body perfect for filtration. You know, our bodies are able to still filter. See, they don't give a shit, but they're finding out that these Israelites, they just don't die.
They multiply.
But like, they probably already know, like you're saying, and they're just probably rooted out. He got a little extra copper, and then they make those numbers. As long as you're not over 2.5, or you ain't over 3. Okay, this is a little high, this is a little low, you know. Knowing you ain't supposed to have a lot of that shit in your body, man.
You can drink water for a whole 2 weeks straight.
Yep.
Water, the piss
It's
still come out
contaminated.
yellow.
Yep.
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
because even water's got chemicals in it.
Yeah.
No, we see when it goes, when it hits the ocean, because of chemtrails, the chemicals are going to hit the ocean too, or wherever the water system is at, it's going to go through there too. It goes pretty much, you got chemicals everywhere. You breathing in chemicals at this point.
And everything is connected because I was looking on the map, and if you look closely, it resembles veins. Like how
Of course,
the river-
arteries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arteries.
Yeah.
They call it the arteries.
The artery of the city.
So it's amazing. The Most High is amazing, man.
And it's alive.
Yeah.
But what happens when that artery get blocked?
Yeah.
Trouble.
Boom, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. It's Ecclesiastes 12:4. It says, "And the doors shall be shut in the streets when the sound of the grinding is low."
Right. You ain't going to have no CVS, no Chick-fil-A, no McDonald's, burgers, none of that. You ain't going to be able to go to work.
To itself off the behemoths.
Right. Behemoth's going to
No,
starve.
no hip hop chicken and fish.
Said the behemoths ain't gonna be able to drive on them carts and shit.
Yep.
Oh, you coming to work.
Full Walmart.
Oh, God. Damn.
And you gotta squeeze on by.
Oh,
God damn.
you coming to work, they tell you we ain't paying you no more. That's another way of doors being shut. You got people that work for free.
Didn't that just happen? When
Yeah.
the government was shut down, didn't that just
Here's the
happen?
furloughs.
For that, the government was doing that for like a month. They went a month without getting paid. Remember when Congress they couldn't come to that agreement? They worked for like a month without getting paid.
Donald Trump, when you made that video, Donald Trump save us. The lady.
So,
Please send this to something like that.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's crazy.
It says, "And he shall rise. He shall rise up at the voice of the bird."
I think that's what we seen over there, Samuel. I think that's what we seen over there.
They for the Cape Pride and all that, they got them.
I know that wasn't the other one we see was like.
But anyway, it says, "And he shall rise up at the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of the music shall be brought low."
Right. So you ain't gonna. I mean, let's go. You ain't gonna have this music industry. You ain't gonna have no type of entertainment because once you start working, everybody starts working, once the stores are closed, everything, you ain't gonna have no electricity. You ain't gonna have no food. You ain't gonna have nothing. No entertainment. None of that. That's gone. Now, and when it goes into the music is brought low, that means our people cheering for this place. Our people rooting for this place to stay open. That's going to cease. Our people thinking America's going to go untouched. That's going to cease.
That's right.
That's the music that's going to be brought low. Because our people are so full-hearted into the wickedness they indulge in of this place.